What happens when one of Britain's most revered comedic minds sits down with a late-night host who's forgotten the meaning of respect? Tonight, we're revisiting the explosive interview that left Rowan Atkinson storming off stage, and Stephen Colbert scrambling to contain one of the most awkward moments in late-night history. This wasn't your standard promo tour interview. It was a masterclass in how not to treat a guest. But before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and tell us in the comments, what's the most cringe-worthy celebrity interview you've ever seen? The setup. The green room buzzed with typical pre-show energy. Rowan Atkinson, ever composed, sat in a quiet corner reviewing his talking points. He was there to promote his latest project to a favor to his publicist, who assured him it would be a respectful, routine chat. He couldn't have been more wrong. "Mr. Atkinson, we're ready for you," the stage manager called. Rowan adjusted his tie, took a breath, and followed her onto the bright stage. The audience was still buzzing from Colbert's monologue. "Rowan, welcome to the show, mate. Ready to have some fun tonight?" Colbert greeted him, grinning. "Certainly," Rowan replied with his signature calm. But something in Colbert's tone gave him pause. "The interview begins." It started innocently enough. Colbert praised Rowan's career, the audience clapped warmly, and Rowan took his seat with impeccable posture. "So, Rowan," Colbert began, "let's talk about your new project. But first, did you ever get tired of people expecting you to be funny all the time? I mean, you're so serious right now. I'm just waiting for you to trip or pull a face." The audience chuckled. Rowan didn't. "Well, Stephen, I believe there's a common misconception that comedic actors are always on. In truth, we're normal people with a specific skill set. Right?" Colbert nodded, clearly not taking the answer seriously. "But come on, give us a little something. Maybe some classic bean?" Rowan shifted slightly. The smile on his face no longer reached his eyes. "I'd rather discuss the craft than perform on command, if you don't mind." "Oh, he's being all serious and British on us," Colbert joked to the camera. A few awkward laughs followed. "I mean, this is late night, not a lecture hall." The tone shifts. Rowan's voice remained calm, but his jaw tightened ever so slightly. "I believe comedy deserves the same respect we give any art form. Audiences are more thoughtful than you give them credit for." Colbert's laugh this time was forced. "Here we go, respect the audience. Look, buddy, I've been doing this for years. I know what people want to, and it's not a TED Talk on slapstick." Rowan's eyes glinted with quiet fury. "I beg your pardon. Did you just call me pompous because I declined to perform like a trained monkey?" "Hey, no need to get defensive," Colbert said, raising his hands in mock surrender. "Just saying, lighten up a bit. This isn't the Oxford Union." That jab landed hard. "I've appeared on talk shows worldwide," Rowan said, voice razor sharp. "Never have I encountered such unprofessional conduct. I came here in good faith to discuss work I care about, not to be belittled." "Unprofessional? I'm trying to help you promote your work," Colbert protested. "This isn't the Royal Command performance." The studio fell silent. The audience, once enthusiastic, was now visibly uneasy. The breakdown. "You've been condescending since I sat down," Rowan continued. "You've reduced my career to our rubber faces and demanded performance on cue. That's not just rude, it's insulting." "You're being dramatic," Colbert replied, clearly rattled. "Dramatic?" Rowan said, leaning in. "You invited me here only to humiliate me for your audience's amusement. This isn't a conversation, it's a performance. One I didn't agree to." Colbert tried to recover. "This is how American TV works. Maybe British shows are different, but here there's banter." "Ah, so now professionalism is a British quirk?" Rowan's voice was icy. "Do explain this American approach to civility." The tension was suffocating. "Stephen," Rowan continued, his diction precise and cutting, "I hold a master's degree in electrical engineering from Oxford. I've written about comedy, performed for 4 decades, and you treat me like a circus act." "You're twisting what I said," Colbert mumbled. "No, I'm clarifying what you implied. You don't respect comedy as a craft. You think laughter excludes intelligence, and worse, you think your audience is too simple to appreciate anything more. The crowd began to nod. The tide had turned. The final blow. Don't lecture me about my audience, Colbert snapped. Then stop insulting their intelligence, Rowan countered. They came here for more than schoolyard mockery. You treat them like children who entertained only by cruelty dressed as comedy. I am not a bully, Colbert said, though the words felt hollow. Then what do you call this? Colbert fell silent. Was this premeditated, or just careless? Rowan asked. Either way, it's unprofessional. I prepare for every show, Colbert said. Then this was intentional. Silence. Rowan stood slowly. This has been educational, he said. I've learned some hosts confuse rudeness with wit. I came here as a professional. Instead, I found someone who confuses cruelty for charm. Please don't do this, Colbert pleaded. Rowan unpinned his mic. Stephen, I don't need this show. I don't need your approval. What I need is my self-respect. And with that, Rowan turned to the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. You deserve better from your television. He walked off stage, leaving Colbert alone under the lights, his audience stunned, and his reputation in tatters. Epilogue. The You Have It are one of the most devastating takedowns ever witnessed on television. Rowan Atkinson didn't just walk off Stephen Colbert's show. He dismantled the host's entire understanding of comedy, respect, and what it means to have class.